We were mocking my husband at a neighborhood party until he stood up and told me it's over forever.
Part 3.
Tina and some friends came over for a movie night. Jack cooked dinner for us and then retreated to the bedroom to give us space. After a few glasses of wine, the conversation shifted to relationships. Tina mentioned her boyfriend, wishing he were as devoted as Jack. This led to more jokes and comments about how Jack was too good for me, how I had him wrapped around my finger, and how he was such a pushover. I, again emboldened by alcohol, joined in. I mocked Jack's habits, his quirks, and how he would do anything for me. I even joked that I could probably tell him to jump off a cliff and he'd ask, "How high?" The laughter from my friends made me feel powerful, even though I knew it was wrong. Jack must have overheard everything, but he never brought it up. The next morning, he acted as if nothing had happened, though the hurt in his eyes was unmistakable. He kissed my forehead, told me he loved me and left for work. I felt a pang of guilt, but I quickly buried it. The breaking point came a week before the neighborhood party. Jack and I had been invited to a barbecue at our neighbor's house. It was a warm, sunny day, and everyone was in good spirits. As usual, Jack was the perfect husband, helping with the grill, making sure everyone had food and drinks, and being his usual kind self. At some point, the conversation shifted to relationships, and we started talking about how much effort our partners put in. I began bragging about how Jack did everything for me, how he catered to my every whim, and how he was the perfect husband. My friends laughed and started making jokes about how whipped Jack was and how I had him under control. Jack was nearby, and I saw him listening to everything. Instead of feeling proud, I felt ashamed. But my need to impress my friends was stronger than my guilt. I laughed along and made even more jokes at Jack's expense. That night when we got home, Jack didn't say a word. He went straight to bed, leaving me alone in the living room. I sat there for a long time, feeling both angry and regretful. I knew I had pushed him too far, but I didn't know how to fix it. I convinced myself that everything would blow over, as it always had, and that Jack would forgive me like he always did. I had no idea that barbecue was the final straw for Jack. The neighborhood party was the beginning of the end. It was just another gathering, something our community did regularly. We live in a close-knit area, and these parties were a chance to catch up, relax, and have fun. But that night, I made a huge mistake. The party had been organized by our neighbors, and everyone was there, enjoying themselves. Jack, as usual, was manning the grill, and I was with my friends. After a few drinks, the conversation turned to our husbands, and naturally, Jack became the topic. My friends all knew how much Jack doted on me, and they found it amusing. Someone mentioned how lucky I was to have a husband who would do anything for me. Feeling tipsy, I laughed and joked about how Jack never said no.
Follow for the next part.